Okay, this is one of the biggest discoveries I've ever seen in all of Pokemon. So in Pokemon Sun Moon, there is the Pokepelago, and there are random Pokemon that can appear on the Isle of Beans. Now, one thing I didn't really notice about these is that you could actually soft reset them for different natures. So notice as how I go through the soft reset, the natures will change for the Pokemon. So that kind of implies that it could be a different encounter. Now, the question was, is this actually a way of getting shinies? Because shiny Pokemon can rarely appear as one of those random Pokemon that passes by on the island, which actually could be a little upsetting because there's also a chance that Pokemon will just randomly leave, so you could lose a shiny that you thought you had. But recently, Witsgirl actually confirmed this in maybe the most impressive way I've ever seen.
I'm under the assumption here that it's different every time, and I'm trying to see if it's actually possible to reset for it to be shiny, because oh my god!
Like, that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, because it was only on 11 encounters. So does that imply that it could actually be a lot more common than we think? Because when it comes to me personally, I'm getting a lot of tweets. Like, every day I get 1 or 2 people saying like, how do I make this shiny stay in my Pokepelago? And I've even seen a couple of people get 2 shinies from the Pokepelago so far. So it could imply that there is a low encounter rate. Now, all you have to do for this is soft resetting. But I did learn something. So say every time I join the Pokepelago, I want to go and automatically have it show up at the Isle of Beans, that way I can look at the Pokemon. Well, it's already too late at this point. That's say if I just backed out and then I went to save the game and I tried to start up right here. Well, the Staryu will be the same exact Staryu every time, because it's not when you click on the Pokemon that it reveals itself. It's just that when you first see it on screen for the first time. So that means it'd be too late. If you want to do this method for serious, then that means you have to leave the day like this, and then the first time you check it, that's when you'd have to save beforehand, check it, and then your time for soft resets. Now, this could be a really interesting method, because when you think about it, there's 3 opportunities at what seems like much more common shiny Pokemon. So the question is, what are the odds of this occurring? And to get an idea, like, this is just an idea. We don't know anything confirmed about this. Maybe we'll get some more information as it comes. But when it came to the Dex Nav, people were up in the air about the Dex Nav for months about the odds of shiny. Same with chain fishing, that the probability was always very vague. And even right now, when it comes to SOS battles, people are still trying to figure out the probability to a more fine extent. But when we look at it, chain fishing gets down to 1 in 100. And chain fishing is well known as the easiest shiny hunting method in Pokemon. It does feel like after 20 chains or even more, it's like, yeah, I'm going to get a Pokemon super quick. So we do know that the odds of getting a shiny Pokemon have been surprisingly high in the past. I'm wondering if it's going to be the same for the Pokepelago. That chain fishing can go down to 1 in 100. Is it possible that's how the Pokepelago works? Because you only get 1 to 3 encounters per day, and there's still a chance that that Pokemon won't appear or won't stay at the end. So you can see a shiny Pokemon, and then nothing's going to happen. Also, the frequency that I've been seeing people talk about, I'm wondering if it does have just like a flat 1 in 100, and I would imagine that the shiny charm doesn't affect it, because the shiny charm doesn't affect some other things, like the friend safari and also chain fishing aren't affected by the shiny charm. So maybe this is also something that isn't affected by the shiny charm, thus having an outlet for everyone to have a fair chance at getting a shiny at some point. Now, since I already messed up my soft reset, like, I ended up saving at the Pelago, and that's how I learned that. So we're going to see if more information comes out about this, because now that it's true, people are going to be going for it, and then that's some fun stuff, because the next day you get to find out if you get the shiny Pokemon or not, and that just like adds to more hype and more stuff like that. But if the odds are super low, then these soft resets don't take long at all. So let's go and see what time it is. Just gonna go and do a quick soft reset right now, because I don't really have anything saved from that last time. And because of that, we can see that it takes what? We're at 10 seconds right now, and it takes 15 after the flight animation, like 25. So you can do 2 soft resets a minute, and that means whatever the odds are, you know, even if it's like 1 in 200, 1 in 256, 1 in 256 seems like the average for things like this. We can still see that that's, yeah, roughly 25 seconds. You click on the Pokemon, you see if it's shiny, you soft reset out. So you can do 2 soft resets a minute. And if the odds are substantially improved over anything else, then it really shows this could be a viable shiny looking method, because the Pokemon isn't guaranteed. And also, if you have 3 Pokemon in the Pokepelago, the odds could be pretty good. So maybe you want to set up some beans, increase the chance of a Pokemon, because if you click on the basket right here, you can dump in a lot of beans and then make it to where the Pokebean effect is that Pokemon are more likely to appear. Now, because of this, that means you'd probably want a clean slate. You know, you add all the Pokemon, you have nothing already there, you dump in like 50 beans, you don't check it for a day, and then that's going to give you your best chances of finding the most Pokemon to soft reset for shinies. Now, remember that you always have to leave on Isle of Beans. That way, when you come back, it won't be all all screwy right there, but that should be good to go, and that should be everything about the shiny hunting. Like, we learned that this was a shiny hunting method, but apparently you can soft reset. You can actually apply this and then even go for optimization to have the best chance of getting a shiny. But after that, once Pokemon appears, it's all luck, and hopefully they stay. Now, I did want to check one thing before this ended. Do I get a gold bottle cap? Talking about shiny luck and everything like that? Nope. Just junk. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This, like I said, this is one of the craziest discoveries I've ever seen in Pokemon. Mad props to the Wits girl. Mad props to Renee for that one. She is like the shiny queen when it comes to this. Like, discovering that, applying it, and then getting it so soon, that was freaking magical. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.